Okay, the first thing that we're going to need to do is to draw our feather. And drawing a feather is very basic, very simple. All we do is start off with a straight line down the middle. And for this feather, we don't actually need to use, like do a double line for the vein. So we can just leave it like that. We're going to do a rounded off feather shape. And remember, feathers are not symmetrical. They're not the same on both sides. And that's pretty much it. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to pre-wet our whole feather. And it doesn't matter if we wet the vein line down the middle. Now, ideally, you would have your picture, your pencil mark much lighter. But I'm doing mine quite dark so you guys can actually see. And I might just even do a dark watercolour over the top so you don't see it in the end. But when you're doing yours, make sure that you rub it back a little bit so it's not so dark. But don't, or you can initially draw a much lighter one. And that's probably easier because we don't want to rub our watercolour paper too much. Okay, so we don't paint the little stem part there with the water. We just do the main part. So I'm going to stick with similar colours. I think, oh, actually, I might do this navy colour. That's quite a nice colour. So the idea of this one, we want to create a whole different shades of the navy. So we've actually pre-wet and we're just going to do little dots here and there. You can trace the outline if you like. That probably makes it much easier. Oops, I've just gone out a bit, but that's okay. Lucky I am using a dark colour. And you can actually, you know, stick down your watercolour paper with a piece of masking tape if you like. But for these leaves, I keep on calling them leaves. For these feathers, you don't really have to if you don't want to, because I like spinning my feathers around when I'm actually doing the pen part. So I keep mine not attached. Now what I'm going to do is just add some water to this and just create some interest. Some dark spots, some light spots. Now again, I'm using cheaper watercolours. These watercolours for the whole set, I think there's 24 in there, that was $7. So I'm just showing you that you can do art with anything. It doesn't have to be super duper expensive whiz bang watercolour paints. And same with the paintbrushes. You can use any paintbrush that you like. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm actually now going to paint the rest of the vein down the bottom here. And remember, I did not pre-wet. I just left it like that. Now I'm going to add some of those little swirls. You know, those wispy feathery bits that you sometimes see on feathers down the bottom. And it doesn't matter how you do it. You can just do little wispy bits. I generally do 3 or 4. I like to make them look a little bit wispy, so they're a little bit lighter than the top part of the feather. Okay, that's it. So what I'm going to do is let that dry and then I'll come back to you and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now is when the magic happens. Doesn't look anything much there, does it? Just a plain old blob, really. But when you get the pen onto it, you can see it work magic. So I usually start my feathers with just some circular blobs up the top, I guess. It doesn't matter how many. This is totally up to you, and this is just an idea. You don't have to do it exactly like this. And I then continue it with some dots around the outside. Now you might have seen my mandala video. That pays to do nice even dots, and you can clearly see that I haven't done nice even ones there, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do now is just draw in lines down to the vein part towards the middle, and then the rest of the feather, all I do is I'm going to draw a line, the vein line right down the middle. And I'm just doing one, and I'm going to do it right down to the base. Now along these, hopefully you can see this, along these little wispy feathery bits, I just do tiny little dots. Now again, this is totally up to you. You can do whatever you like, but these are just ideas. Now all we do for the main part of the feather, I just draw lines coming down, and I'm not going to show you the whole lot, but I'm going to show you the 2 patterns that I use when I create these feathers. So this, my gel pen isn't working great because this has not totally dried perfectly. The ideal thing would be to leave this overnight. I'm just going to leave it like that for now, and then I'll come back when I've done the whole thing, but I'll just show you the top part and what sort of patterns that I do for it. And as you can see, two different sides. And that doesn't matter because this side is clearly more wider than this side. So most feathers that you look at are not symmetrical. All right, so when I do these patterns, I pretty much just do either lines and the same again. You can do these symmetrically if you like, or you don't have to. You can do the lines up high, the dots down low, and the other pattern that I use is just circles or dots. And that's pretty much it. Now you can do whatever patterns your heart desires, but these are the 2 that I pretty much pick because they are the ones that are quick and easy to do, and they also look super effective when you do them more than once. So I'll just finish off this next little bit, and what I'll do is I'll just do some dots on one of these. So that's pretty much it. We've got circles, we've got lines, and we've got dots. And you can do that all down your feather. You can leave lines, but whatever you choose, make sure that you show me. Don't forget, I have a Facebook group called Free Art Class, which I'd love for you to join, and any videos that you have created from, any artworks that you've created from my videos, you can post up there and share with everyone. So there we have it. I'm going to pause there and I'm going to come back when I've actually finished doing the white gel pen in the rest of the feather. Okay, and there we have our lovely leaf. I've said it again, our lovely feather finished. Did not take very long at all. You just have to remember to use the gel pen quite smoothly and slowly, and that gives the best results. And make sure that this is super dry. So don't forget, if you have liked what you've seen, please click like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you to everyone who has already done that. If you like and subscribe, that keeps me encouraged, you know, makes me realize that people are actually watching these and they're appreciating them, and I appreciate that you take the time to watch them. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, and here is the white gel pen and watercolour feather finished. They come out quite nice. There's loads of things you can do with them. You can just paint them on a piece of paper and frame them. You can create mobiles or hangings out of them. You can laminate it and turn it into a bookmark. You can put it on the front of a card. So many things you can do with this technique. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate the time you took to watch the video. See you next time.